Shield. Man City. Haaland on target. Kovacic scoring against his former side. That was really very, 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 very enthusiastic for him. And I think a lot was really happening into the mix. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and it's Chelsea beating Man City, you know. So it's Man City beating Chelsea, and I think for the rest of last season at Stamford Bridge, the game ended 4-4. If I'm not mistaken, it never really went in favor of a side known as Man City, and it ended 4-4. It was a goal galore, but now Man City have gone ahead to come in through and obviously said, all right, this should come to an end. We are here to pick 3 points, not even one. All we drop these 3 here. We're here to take them home. This is one of the games that really stopped us from winning the trophy last season, and we're here to obviously capitalize onto it and obviously put in the required shift altogether. And that's how everything has gone ahead to happen down when Chelsea was playing that side. So it was really a very good game for me. I really like the way both teams played, but Man City came to kill off the game. I saw how Chelsea was really building from the back, you know, trying to do what we call the possession-based game in there for you. And I was like, all right, it's okay. But remember, when you're playing against Man City, they are the masters of really possessing the ball. That is it. They're the masters of possessing the ball. And every time you feel like you're going to possess it more than them, I think you are like putting yourself to a sword. I remember even last season, you saw how Mikel Arteta went ahead to obviously get 4 points off Man City. You know, he let them have the ball and hit them on the break. And I thought that would have gone ahead to be the plan of Enzo Maresca. I understand, but from nowhere, it wasn't the plan of Enzo Maresca because he felt like I should really build from the back, something that is really bad, because if Chelsea continue to play like this and they lose their games, I tell you, pressure is going to pile on Enzo Maresca and he won't obviously come to do what he's supposed to do. I think for this game, what Enzo would have gone ahead to do, he would have gone ahead to say, all right, I'm playing Chelsea, you get, and I'm playing Wolverhampton Wanderers next, right? So what I'm going to be doing is simple. Let me do the needful. And what's the needful that was supposed to be doing? Let me go ahead and obviously get in my side. I play a little bit of defensive, pay respect to Chelsea, because I believe, sorry, to Man City, I believe if he had really gone ahead, obviously play a little bit of a low block, you know, and really try to attract attention for Man City to come in through and really create that space behind their backline, because Man City plays a high line. That space between the backline of Chelsea and the 18 yards box area, sorry, that space between the backline of Man City and the 18 yards box area of Chelsea would have gone ahead to obviously act well for him to obviously utilize it and obviously hit them badly. That's what I really believe. And the side of Man City really does that, you know. And every time you really put that ball behind their backline, you can very, very, very well frustrate them. But I thought that Enzo Maresca came in with the wrong plan. The plan was really wrong, and that's why he was really beaten to pulps. And he could possess and wanting to obviously break down, you know, like pass through the midfield and obviously go ahead and obviously sit down those defenders into the 18 yards box area of Man City. And that was really impossible because Man City had compacted numbers, you know, into the central defense. You know, they attacked as a team and they defended as a team, meaning that the only way you can obviously beat Man City is by hitting them on the break. You get that ball 2-3 passes into the final third, then you can obviously kill off the game. But if you can't do that, then you have no chance to beat Man City. We've seen every team that has gone ahead to beat Man City in this world. They haven't gone ahead to obviously play that ball through the midfield and obviously they need to know. You know, when they get that ball, 1-2 passes into the half of Man City, into the 18 yards box area, and they hit that ball in the back of the net, right? Look at the game of Community Shield, how Manchester United got their chances, you know, that they missed obviously beat Man City. The two chances of Marcus Rashford, the goal of Alejandro Garnacho, the missed chance of Scott McTominay, the missed chance of Amad Diallo, and the missed chance of Mason Mount. All those chances I'm talking about were as a result of quick passes, quick passes, even when you reach the 18-yard box area, you don't need to do 2 touches. The minimum you have to do is 2 touches. But I went ahead to see Enzo Fernandez and very many others reach the 18-yard box area of Man City and trying to do multiple touches. That was really very naive of the side of Chelsea, because you don't beat Man City that way. That's how Man City is. That's not how you beat Man City. You beat Man City, get that ball, the maximum you're supposed to do is 2 touches. That is it. 2 touches, 2 touches, and obviously lay that ball into the well-positioned player to obviously hit it at the back of the net. I think that's the only problem that Chelsea really did. They could move that ball very well from the back line through the midfield to the final third, but they couldn't obviously do what we call quick passing. One will say maybe they lacked technically gifted players to obviously sit these midfielders down, to sit the defenders of Man City down. No, to me, that wasn't the cause. The cause was all of them not coming in through to put in a required shift altogether. You understand? So I hereby come in here to bring you what I believe this side would have gone ahead to do. And I believe Chelsea really did something wrong. And I know Enzo Maresca is really putting himself on pressure, because if you saw the game that Arsenal played against Wolverhampton Wanderers, you won't say that it's going to be a walk in the park at the Molineux. That is on Sunday, 25th. And they play Wolves after playing on Thursday in the midweek against Servette, in the Europa Conference League playoff, So this is where some fans of Chelsea will be like, why did they sack Pochettino? I believe if Pochettino was at Chelsea, he would have gone ahead to give Man City again, because we saw that even in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, he almost won it, but he got chances and failed to utilize them. And when Man City got their chance, they obviously buried it and they put them to the sword. So I believe that Enzo Maresca will need more time. If he's to play like that, he's going to be needing more time. And the big question is the side of Man City willing to really give him the time he wants? That is the most important bit of it all. Is the side of Man City willing to obviously give him the time he wants? You understand? Is he willing to really do that? Because the most important bit of it all, it's really having what we call a safe season by winning games. If he doesn't win those games, a lot is not really gonna go his way. And for Pep Guardiola, obviously doing what Pep does. First and foremost, he started with Savio on the left, yet he's left-footed, and Jeremy Doku onto the right, yet he's really left-footed. And then he switched Doku to the left, Savio to the right, and he went ahead obviously dominate. And when you look at that pass that was played into Bernardo Silva by a man known as Jeremy Doku, and then Bernardo Silva really, stretched his leg to obviously pass it to Erling Haaland, and Erling Haaland shielded the ball very well, used his power and scored the first goal. And for the second goal, it was Mateo Kovacic, and you just feel like something is lacking, in the defense of Chelsea. But I believe with time they'll go on, depending on the time they're going to be giving Enzo Maresca. If they don't give him time, I tell you, he's going to be sacked. That is it, because that style of play needs time to instill into the team. That's what I can guarantee you. You cannot come out and tell me that it's really going to go that way. But I tell you, it's not going to be easy for that side. But he has gone ahead to do exactly what Arsenal did last time, what Arsenal did yesterday, maintaining the positives that you did last season and really improving the negatives that failed you last season. One of the games that failed Chelsea was that draw at the Stamford Bridge by 2-0. They drew and dropped 2 points. This time round, when they went to the Stamford Bridge, they went ahead and obviously won the game. So those are now 2 points added onto the already collected ones, meaning that they are really trying to do the needful. Man City is the best team in the league, and Arsenal also went ahead to win. Both have gone ahead to win by 2-0. And this is how the stats were for this particular fixture. These are the stats for this particular fixture. Chelsea had 10 shots, Man City had 10. Chelsea had 3 shots on target, Man City had 5. 48% ball possession by Chelsea, Man City had 52% ball possession. 479 passes completed by Chelsea, 527 passes completed by Man City. 89% passing accuracy for both teams. It shows you that the passing was really okay. But these are things that are really, these are things that make sense when you are winning. All else, if you're not winning, when your board is like, build a team, we'll obviously see ourselves giving you the time that you deserve. If at all they're going to be giving the time he wants, the better. Then 12 fouls by it's 12 fouls by Chelsea, and then Man City had 9. 1 yellow card to Chelsea and 1 card to Man City. 0 red cards, 2 offsides, 1 offside to Chelsea, 4 corners to Chelsea and 4 corners to Man City. It shows you that so that is what the stats were, and let's go to the table and see how the table is really looking like into this perfect fixture. Obviously, Brighton is topping the Premier League table, 3 points. They scored 3 goals. Arsenal is second, 3 goals. So 2 goals, 3 points. Liverpool, 2 goals, 3 points. Man City, 2 goals, 3 points. Aston Villa, the goal difference of 2, and they're having 3. Aston Villa is having 1. The 1 goal difference of 1 and 3 points. Man United, 1 goal, 3 points. And Newcastle, 1 goal, 3 points. And the rest have gone ahead to draw, and we are left with 1 game. Leicester City is playing Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow night, and I hope you guys will be really hugely waiting for that encounter in here onto the Rokani Media Football. So that's how everything really went down into that game. There were penalty calls, like 2-3 for the side of Chelsea, but I believe this time round it's really gonna be hard to give a penalty to a team, because looks like these people are really gonna be very stingy when it comes to giving penalties, because I've gonna hate to see moments that resulted into penalties last season that haven't gonna hate to be given this season, meaning that they've gonna hate obviously constrict those rules a little bit, and it's gonna be hard for you to obviously claim for penalty and really get it. You understand? So the claims have been there, but I believe all will be okay. Mubarak says, Mr. Aradi, I'm waiting you from Bokama Simbi. Tell me about the deal of Merino and Jokaris. I'm recording that video next. I'm going to be uploading it here. Waswa Chris, hey bro, evening. Just tell the plans of Mikel Merino. All right, it's coming in later. Mubarak, Mr. Aradi, fact is Chelsea need a striker because Jackson is not good enough to blessing on. But I think that I never saw, let me tell you, unless I really watch this game in the different angle like you know, tell me how many chances did they create for this guy. That is it. You know, I don't judge a striker for just 1 chance. You know, this side was not really looking in for the center forward. You know, the other side, the guy was offside, you know, and I think that only chance he got, he had to obviously try to beat 2 defenders, and that's how Ruben Diaz, you know, fell into him and couldn't obviously get to the goal area. You understand? But how many chances did they create for this guy? That is it. Chelsea need to create chances for the number 9. When you look at Man City, look at the chance that Haaland gets. You know, they've gone ahead to look out for their number 9 and ask yourself, how many times have these people gone ahead to look out for their number 9? That is it. So even Chelsea have to do the due diligence to obviously look out for their number 9. But I believe Nicholas Jackson is a striker that Chelsea need, because if he scored, 15, 16 goals last season in the Premier League, he was just less than 4 to hit 20, and Chelsea was really struggling. That means if they really get into the best of chances, this guy can score you goals. That's what I told the fans of Arsenal yesterday, that Kai Havertz can score you the goals that you want to win the league, but you have to do the needful to create him chances. Look out for him, and he's going to score those goals. And he has shown you that in the opening day, even in a chance that never proved, or that you wouldn't have gone ahead to blame him for he never scored it, when he missed it, he went ahead to convert it. Meaning that if a player is converting those hard chances, get him those clear-cut chances, and the rest will be history. And he showed us last season that he's that good when it comes to obviously killing off such chances. So get him on, do the needful, and the rest is really going to be history. You understand? So for me, I don't blame any player. I feel like it's the right time for them to create chances. Just create those chances. Keep them flowing. Keep them flowing. Keep them flowing, and don't do it intentionally looking it for Nicholas Jackson. Play that ball looking for the player who is really in that position, because at any point X in the game, any player will find himself into that number 9 position, and what you have to do is create chances for him, give him those chances, and we see whether he scores them or not. That's the only thing we're supposed to do for a number 9, and any team has to be doing that. And I would like to give you the reference of Erling Halaand, why he has been the highest goal scorer in the Premier League for the previous 2 seasons of as he came in through. It's because they create him chances. Chances flow in a lot. Chances flow in a lot, I tell you, my dear, right? And don't come out here and think that a striker will score most of the chances. I've already told you that the striker that wins the Golden Boot misses the most big chances. That's what people that's what people forget. To be a good goal scorer, you have to be missing in big chances. And to be missing those big chances, that means you've gone ahead to score. To score, they have to create you big chances, and not every big chance is scored. That's what people really tend to forget. So I believe we should really rectify that, and obviously understand that we need the best of the best when it comes to this, and see how things really pan out to the best of us. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I'm having Mohamed Man City got his win without I think they broke a sweat. They broke a sweat to win this game. They broke a sweat to win this game, because if you watched it realistically, Chelsea had a go at them. Chelsea had a go at them. But the fact was, Chelsea never really did enough to really break down this side of Man City. That is it. But they really had a go at the side of Man City. And I think Enzo Maresca's tactics really betrayed him, right? They betrayed him, and I believe the system also. You get? I believe in a game like this, Romeo Lavia is good to have Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, because you feel like you want to really go ahead and really suffocate that midfield of Chelsea. But I would prefer Carl Palmer into the central attack midfield role. Then I put Pedro Neto, when he comes on through, as a right winger, not a left winger. You understand? Then on the left, you either use Raheem Sterling or what's the name of the guy? Or Mukalo Modric. One of those. You get? But I think he'll get his tactics better. And if I told you Enzo Maresca, a team like Chelsea, depleted as it is, and you're trying to build it, with very many problems they're really having, you wouldn't like to gate your first fixture against a team known as Man City. But that was the draw, and he knew it very well, the fixture read. So let's wait and see on Thursday how he does in the Conference League qualifying stage. Then we'll be looking into what he's really going to be doing over the weekend on Sunday as they play against Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is it. So, all players of Chelsea sold to their Premier League rivals, score against them. All right, yeah, even Kai Havertz did. Who else has gonna hate to do that to them? You know, you're right about it. That is Muhammad. And then Mubarak says, at what time, bro, for the new video? Just an hour from now, I'm gonna be uploading the video, and you people are really gonna be watching it. So thank you much for watching through. Go into the comment section, tell me your thoughts about this beautiful game of football, and who do you think deserves to obviously be the man of the match. I think for me, no player really came out to stand out that deserves to be the man of the match, but I believe you can come up with a perfect example and answer for this. Now, we are powered by Mono Gadgets, dealers in phones and laptops, brand new. Even if you want used phones and used laptops, he's gonna be there for you. Call her on +256 70 99 88 665, and also search for him on TikTok. Mono Gadgets is the place to be. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. I'm out. See you later. And I'm having Muhammad, all Chelsea players sold to the Premier League rivals, score against them. Yeah, because they sold Kai Havertz to Arsenal, and Kai Havertz scored against them. You know, they sold Kovacic to Man City, and Man City scored against them. I think the list is really endless. So guys, we sign out. See you later after here an hour from now.